A new you is being born. The storm shall pass. It is going to be the video for today. Daily motivation video, guys. You're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Let us start with the story. Why am I even doing this video? My biggest transformation happened when I went through an extremely painful breakup. I did not see this coming, okay? When I tell you that I didn't see this coming, ladies and gentlemen, you best believe I did not see this coming. So it was a very painful breakup. And the breakup is even more painful when you have like kids. There's some kids involved, maybe for example, it has been a marriage. There's even kids involved in this situation. That is also painful. That is how I came to the end of a very difficult narcissistic relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, fast forward. I went on to heal. I did the work. And here I am. If you could ask me in that time, we're talking about probably 5 years ago. If you could ask me if I knew what I was doing or where I was going, I had no idea. Now, when I'm talking about a new is being born, the storm shall pass. Your storm is going to be different. Mine was a relationship breakdown. Yours might be the end of a job. There is these guys after you. They don't want you to work in that place. It's not because you're doing anything wrong at work. You're doing your job. You're even doing extra sometimes. But there is people who don't want you to be in that company. They want you gone, okay? And especially for chosen people, they just want you gone. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. So, something just happens and you leave your job. And eventually, it can also be you lost your business, for example. You have invested so much money in this business, and for some mysterious reason, you lost everything. It can be home eviction. It can be repossession. It can be you're going through a storm. Your storm could be health. Okay, maybe something's going on with your health. You're dealing with certain illness. It can also be most likely the most common one, the loss of a loved one. One thing what I know, any loss is not really a loss. Yes, there's a loss happening at that particular time, but there's a new beginning on the other side that you cannot see. Now you see, when something is ending, anything, like I've said, your storm could be anything. When something is ending, it is very important, ladies and gentlemen, do not try to hang on to it. Let me repeat this for you one more time. Anything in your life that is coming to an end, it is very important. Do not hang on to it. Your wife woke up one day, she cheated on you, she wants somebody else, now she's sending you these messages, she doesn't want to be with you. Don't fight with it. Allow yourself to go through that storm. That storm is not happening to you. The storm is happening for you. You're going through a divorce. Allow yourself to go through that divorce. Friendships, relationships, do not go around on your knees begging, okay, this and this, I'm going to change and I'm going to be like this. Don't do this. A person who hasn't chosen you because they met somebody else, that means that you guys are actually not meant to be together. So you are not a vibrational match with that person. A person who likes and values you, they are going to do everything to make sure they will stay with you. They are going to make sure that they do everything they can to make that relationship work. And sometimes they're not even going to struggle too hard because the two of you are destined to be together. Do not beg for people to be in your lives. Do not beg for people to be in a relationship with you. A person wants to end, allow yourself to release that person so that they can go. Because you see, the problem is, if you do not release those people to go, they are now blocking traffic. There is people that are supposed to be for you, but now they can't come in because you are clinging on to the wrong person. You are clinging on to a person who doesn't want to be with you. It's a business, for example. It's a job. Yes, it's going to be painful. When I'm talking about these things, you also have to understand they are painful experiences because you're coming to the end of something. It's a job, it's a business. Your business crumbled. Something happened to your house. Something happened to your job. Anything. You have to know, for anything to begin, for you to experience a new beginning, there has got to be an end of something. If it's, for example, let's say, for example, you've been fired at work. It could be everything that you've known for the longest period of time. You might have worked that job for 5, 6, 7 years, even sometime more. I know people that have worked in jobs for more than 10 years. These jobs have almost become like their family. And then something just happened, and you was like, you got this letter of they want to, your boss wants you gone. They have suspended you or they have expelled you from the work. I want you to pay attention. The reason of your suspension won't even make any sense. It is going to be a very stupid reason. It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes they are going to put some things on you, whatever. They are going to set you up, and you will leave. They will ask you to leave. If you get a notice to leave your work, don't beg your boss. Don't beg your boss. Don't go around kneeling down and begging them, you are going to do this. Don't do that. You simply have to understand that you have served your time in that company, appreciate them for the time you've been with them, and allow yourself to release that job because your time has come for your transformation. When I'm talking about transformation, I'm not saying that you're going to see this transformation in 1 week, maybe in 24 hours, or maybe it's going to be in 2 weeks. You may be lucky, and that could be the case. But usually there is something that is going to be born beyond that particular circumstances or experience that you're going through. Something is being born that you cannot see. You simply have to understand, when you continue to cling on to anything, that means you're still clinging on to the older version of you. The new version of you is out there waiting. It's in the spiritual. You cannot see it. You don't hear anything. You don't see any signs. It is out there waiting for you. But that new version of you is a version of you that is on a completely higher frequency. It can only come in when you can allow the old to go. Let's say it's an illness. Maybe you have gone through some difficult medical conditions, whatever, you've been hospitalized, things are happening with your health. In most cases, it could have been a choice that you have done or you have made previously that has landed you in that problem. And now you have to face that problem because there's a choice that you did and that has affected your health. You need to allow yourself to understand the reason as to why you are in that particular health condition. Why did you get that illness? In that particular time, you'll have a time to reflect on what it is that you did wrong somewhere back in time. And when you understand that, you are doing everything you can to make sure that you're going to get out of that hospital alive. But I can promise you, your life cannot be the same the moment you step outside. of that hospital. You're going to realize a lot of things you will change to make sure that you live a more healthy lifestyle, because you don't want to be back in that same position that you was. Now, whenever your life starts breaking down, for the most of us, we have all gone through tower moments. Okay, people like to call them tower moments, where like the walls come falling down. And it is going to feel like there is nothing you can do. You're running to grab this one breaks down. You run to grab this one breaks down. Everything is falling apart, and you don't understand why. Everything is falling apart for a particular reason, because you need to go ahead and meet the greatest version of you. It is going to be a while until you realize and you'll figure out the reason as to why you left that particular woman, you had that divorce, you went through that illness, you had to leave that job. The universe may be preparing you to be your own boss, but you're still clinging on to a job that is not serving you. So what the universe does now, the universe brings in a storm so that you can be able to leave that job. And there's going to be people who turn against you. There'll be people who do things and they want to make sure that you're going out of that company. Those things have happened to me, ladies and gentlemen. Me, I talk about things that I've already seen. So while you're out there, you're now figuring out, do you need to go around and get a second job, or do you need to go around and become your own boss? Because now you know what it means to work for people who will never appreciate you, who will never appreciate your time, who will never appreciate your energy. But at the same time, you're the one who is going there putting in the work to make them rich. So now you're asking yourself a question. Maybe it's time for you to go and put all this energy and time back into yourself, so that now you can start making yourself wealthy. That is where creation begins, and you're going to become your own boss. So the storm teaches us so many things. The end of anything teaches us so many things. It teaches us our worth, that we really need to be in places where we are appreciated. We cannot be in places where every now and then we are criticized. Sometimes it feels like you are a problem being around that area. But at the same time, you're doing the job, you're doing the work, you're putting in the energy. Relationships that are not serving you, let the all go. Allow the all to go, so that the new can come in. The storm shall pass. A new version of you is being born. Let us know what you think about the video, guys, in the comment section below. You know I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's Amos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.